Modi government's next big move, India to take back POK soon. अरे अशोक जी, आपने ये देखा? मोदी गवर्नमेंट्स नेक्स्ट बिग मूव, इंडिया टू टेक बैक POK.
Well, this is fake news. And remember that under the new criminal laws which have been implemented today, it is a punishable offense.
तो मैं जा सकता हूँ जी?
Naturally, if you are going to create this, publish it, but that fake news should be pertaining to the unity and integrity of the nation.
BNS, BNSS, BSA, मैं ये सब full form नहीं जा रहा हूँ because as they say in Bengali, दांत भेंगे जावे. Right? But what was the need for all of these changes in the first place?
So, as far as the new criminal laws are concerned, you have to keep in mind that Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code and Indian Evidence Act, they have not been revisited in the last 160 years. The IPC is of 1860, Indian Evidence Act is of 1872, the CRPC is of 1973.
So all those British era, Macaulay and all of that, yeah.
All British era vestiges which we haven't revisited. And there is a pressing need to revisit these laws.
One interesting and important change is that BNS Clause 69. Now that says that if you've had sexual intercourse with a woman and promised several things which you're not fulfilling, then that's a problematic thing. So what is it about? Could you please explain?
Well, as far as Section 69 is concerned, it's basically a provision of rape which says that if you pass on misleading information to a woman on the promise that you are going to marry her, or you make a promise, false promise that you will help her get a job, or a false promise that if you are in a job, I'll help you get promotion. So these are deceitful inducements which are offered to a woman, and following those deceitful inducement, a man has a sexual intercourse with a woman, that will be considered to be a punishable offense which will attract a punishment of more than 7 years.
Sounds like a very good law. One thing that is also being pointed out is there's also a section that when they say deceitful means, it also means that if you're faking your identity. Now a lot of people are saying that it's a national level entry for a love jihad law. What do you think?
If I reach out to a woman and I say to a Hindu girl, for instance, and I say that I am Mr. So-and-so, whereas I could be Mr. So-and-so from a different religion, even this becomes a punishable offense.
So if Anthony becomes Amar in that conversation, then it's problematic.
Yeah, it's problematic.
And then this also means that it's a backdoor entry for love jihad, right? Another thing is that I wanted to ask is that BNS Clause 103, that also talks about, for example, if someone is murdered just because of the person's religion, caste, creed and all of that. So is this a law aimed at preventing mob lynching? What is the connection? I don't understand.
Yeah, now what has happened in the last few years, what we have witnessed is that there have been rising number of instances of mob lynching, where a gathering of more than 5 people congregate at a place, beat up a victim, leading to the death of that victim. So generally under the Indian Penal Code, these people were tried under conspiracy and murder. But now a separate provision has been carved out under the BNS, which makes mob lynching or a situation where more than 5 people gather and kill somebody in the name of religion, caste, will be considered to be a punishable offense.
Another thing is trial in absentia. Now, but how does it work out? If I am the accused and if I am not present in the courtroom, then how is it a fair trial?
A lot of mobsters who are based in Canada, they plan some attack in Tihar jail, and as a result somebody dies here. So what this particular law now says is that if your name figures in an investigation and if the case goes for trial, even if you are not in India, you're outside India, you're not submitting to the jurisdiction of India, the trial will persist against you. But the trial at the end of the proceedings will record that this accused was not present despite repeated efforts to reach out to him and make him submit to the court jurisdiction of the Indian courts. So this is exactly the idea of trial in absentia.
How practical is this entire concept of a zero FIR and I can file my complaint anywhere online? So can I file a complaint or can I file an FIR? What is this? Because there is no clarity on this.
Okay, the complaint and FIRs are two different things. Now, suppose you're traveling from Noida to a place, let's say to Lucknow. On the Noida Expressway, there are 4 ruffians who catch hold of you, beat you up, steal your valuables, property, your car, and then just leave you there.
कुछ बचा ही नहीं रहा.
कुछ बचा ही नहीं, ठीक है? You get so scared that the first thing you do is to move from that place, go to your destination, that is Lucknow. You reach Lucknow, and then you go to the cops and say that, look, I want to report such and such incident happened to me. At that point in time, what did Lucknow police say? No, the incident occurred in Noida, so you have to file the FIR in Noida.
So to go all the way back to Noida to actually...
Go way back to the Noida
probably
and
not
file
get
the
like...
yeah. So,
yeah.
What was happening is that people were not reporting incident. But now, what will happen? It's become mandatory even for the Lucknow police to file your complaint and FIR, register an FIR, saying that, oh, this man has reported a cognizable or a non-cognizable offence and we'll have to write an FIR, and that FIR gets transferred to the Noida police for investigation. Another thing that the government of India has done is it's tried to integrate technology with the justice delivery system. It says that, like, look, there is something which happens to you and you fear going to the police station because majority of the police stations are not a place where somebody would like to go. So the BNS makes a provision that you can file an online complaint. Now that's a complaint, it's not an FIR. That online complaint gets transmitted to the investigating officer. The investigating officer looks into it and then decides whether it has to be recorded as an FIR or not. But still, even at the time of recording the FIR, the victim will have to go to the police station because ultimately
like
you have to put your signatures there.
मतलब जाना तो पड़ेगा, खाना आना तो पड़ेगा.